Hi, I'm Julie Langenkamp-Muenkel, Editor-in-Chief of InformationManagement.com, and I am here at TDWI's World Conference in Las Vegas. I'm joined currently by William McKnight, who is the President of McKnight Consulting Group. Thank you so much for joining me.
It's great to be here.
Thank you. Now, I understand that you are giving the keynote speech tomorrow morning.
I am.
Capitalizing on chaos and finding
Correct.
value from information management. Could you share a little bit about what you're going to talk about and why this is especially relevant in this current landscape?
Sure. You know, it's just things I think the data warehousing audience needs to know about, which is that there's a lot more technology out there than maybe what they're working with. Just maybe the OLTP database, for example. There's so many more technologies that have entered our landscape that actually have merit, because what they do is they move forward the important asset that is information. And that's what we all should be about. And so I want to tell them and introduce them, if they haven't been introduced already, to Hadoop and columnar databases and master data management, all within 45 minutes. But I want to try to give them some context of available technologies and also impress upon them that there is no more one-size-fits-all. We shouldn't be thinking that way, and we should be availing ourselves of all these technologies that actually do have merit.
Sure. So some of these new trends and technologies challenge the traditional way, or some of the more traditional ways of thinking about BI and data warehousing.
Yeah.
Do you think that that is hard for people to accept, or what advice would you have for people who might challenge that?
That, again, we sit on a very important asset for our companies. We need to do the right thing by that asset and move it forward, get it in the right hands at the right time, with the right quality and all that, and that there are many vehicles to do that. And you really cannot wait until your current environment is all settled before you move forward, because the competition is moving forward, and if there's ROI there, in data, you have to get it under management and bring that ROI to your company. And so it's really about doing the right thing and having success as a company.
Sure. Now, we've been talking about information as an asset for a very, very long time.
Sure.
You've written for us about it.
Yep.
Why is this still a message that we seem to be educating people about?
Well, I don't know. In my view, it's taken hold so many different places. And we're seeing, of all the things going on out there, we're seeing a lot of investment in companies in data warehousing, analytics, big data projects, master data management projects. I mean, the list goes on, and that list is a lot about information management. So I think the message is getting through one way or the other. And sometimes it takes a lot of business pain elsewise. And for someone to champion this cause internally and get the message out, get it moving, and I think it's a message of the time.
Good.
This is how we compete today, on our information.
That's encouraging for those of us who have been sharing that message for many
We've
years.
picked well, yes.
Indeed. Now, just one more question. You personally, with all these changing technologies and the landscape evolving so rapidly, what do you personally see as new and exciting for this year or the future?
Interesting question. I mean, I just was fire hosed today with a lot of new product releases that I think that actually have a lot of good value for everybody out there. But I still think a lot about Hadoop. I think that it's going to harness more and more corporate information as corporations begin to understand that they do have a lot of unstructured data. They've just been letting it go because they haven't been able to capture it and put it in their relational row-based data warehouse. And if they have, they've only done it in small pockets, and it hasn't been as successful as it could be. And now, with the lower costs and the added services around Hadoop, I think that it's going to make a very strong play to be right there. It's probably going to be bigger by volume, but right there in terms of importance with our data warehouses.
Fascinating.
Yep.
Well, thank you very much for that insight,
Sure.
and I look forward to hearing your keynote tomorrow. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Julie.